Andrew knew that the film was only going to work in a certain way. More importantly, he didn't feel that he could stand up for the film. It had been accepted at the Venice Film Festival. He couldn't go before the press, the world premiere of the movie, and say, this is my film, and defend the choices when he felt that it didn't work. I have come to the position that that is an entirely appropriate and defensible position for a director to take. Very few will in that sort of situation because they are worried about their career, they are worried about seeming reasonable, they don't want to make enemies, all that sort of thing. Andrew convinced everybody that he wasn't going to go to the Venice Film Festival if there was anything in the film that wasn't what he wanted. Even though he had no final cut, he was very diligent about finishing the film, but he made it clear that he wasn't going to do that. They came around to believe him, and one by one these scenes were restored, and it wasn't until the next to last day of the mix that the final scene was restored to its to the shape that Andrew wanted it. That's one of the reasons he's my hero. I've worked with quite a few of the directors of the other ilk, and it's a terrible feeling when you feel like the film is being compromised for one of those. You're sort of as editor, you know, you've got a ringside seat for all this. You know, even worse, I was doing a lot of these changes that I felt were compromising the ideas that Andrew had, but I still had to be supportive, not judgmental, walk a tightrope when I was asked for my opinion. But in those kind of circumstances, when a director will then sort of turn around and compromise, for me anyway, it's just a sort of crushing feeling. And it was so overwhelming to be able to work with somebody that didn't seem to mind if the damage was going to take place to his career, because he didn't want to have to get up and say that something he didn't agree with was his idea.